Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserts that government is committed to enhance growth of northeast and eastern parts of the country. High-powered committee on COVID-19 orders screening of every incoming passenger at Dimapur Airport. National Lok Adalat will be held in all district headquarters in Nagaland tomorrow. And second state-level Indigenous Games competition concludes at Indira Gandhi Stadium, Kohima. As the number of COVID cases are on the rise again, we appeal to our listeners not to lower the guard, follow all the precautions, and all those above 45 years to get vaccinated without any hesitation. Stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, focus on hand and face hygiene, and maintain a distance of 2 yards for social distancing. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today asserted that the government is committed to enhance the growth of the eastern parts of the country that has been neglected for far too long. The Prime Minister reiterated that the centre has a focused approach for growth in all areas which need immediate attention. Highlighting the special projects for the northeastern states and eastern region, Modi said the government has initiated several key projects for development of infrastructure and industries in the region. Modi was speaking at the book launch ceremony of Hindi version of the Odisha Itihas written by Dr. Harekrish Matab in New Delhi. He said the centre is committed towards the blue revolution for the betterment of the fishermen in the country living along the coastal lines. Modi also added that new schemes and projects are in the pipeline to support the blue revolution in the country. He said Odisha has flourished with a wide network of national highways, coastal ways, oil and gas pipelines. High-powered committee HPC on COVID-19 Nagaland has ordered screening of every incoming passenger at Dimapur Airport. The HPC in its recent meeting decided to place teams from District Task Force at Dimapur Airport in view of the rapid surge in cases of COVID-19 in several parts of the country. The DTF will check to see if the incoming passenger has completed the COVID-19 vaccination or has a negative report of COVID-19 test done not earlier than 3 days prior to arrival in Nagaland. The DTF will also check if the passenger has installed and registered in the N-COVID Nagaland Visitors app and submitted a self-declaration form. Further, the HPC directed that special attention to people coming from any of the 11 states with the highest COVID-19 active cases in the country. In case such persons are coming without a negative report of COVID-19 test or proof of having completed COVID-19 vaccination, their details are to be immediately shared with the respective DTFs so that adherence to the provisions of SOP is strictly ensured. National Lok Adalat People's Courts will be held in all the district headquarters in Nagaland tomorrow under the aegis of Nagaland State Legal Services Authority. This will be the first quarterly Lok Adalat to be held this year. It will have a total of 11 Lok Adalat benches at district court premises to be set up by the District Legal Services Authority. Lok Adalat is one of the alternative dispute redressal mechanisms and a forum where disputes and cases pending in a court of law or at pre-litigation stage are settled or compromised amicably. Lok Adalats have been given statutory status under the Legal Services Authorities Act 1987. There is no court fee payable when a matter is filed in a Lok Adalat. If a matter pending in a court of law is referred to the Lok Adalat and is settled subsequently, the court fee originally paid in the court on the complaints or petition is also refunded back to the parties. Group of union ministers today reviewed the COVID-19 situation and expansion of vaccination across the country. Chairing a meeting, Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan assured that all the facilities required to tackle rising cases are maintained well. Dr. Vardhan expressed concern over the rising cases of COVID-19 in the country. He said a casual approach and laxity of the people towards COVID-19 has resulted in a sudden spike of fresh cases. He informed that over 15,000 dedicated healthcare facilities are functional in the country and there are over 11 lakh beds for COVID patients. The minister said India is inoculating at a faster rate so far and over 9 crore 43 lakh doses of vaccines have been administered. He said last week over 43 lakh doses were given to various priority groups in a single day, which is the highest in the world. He said 6 crore 45 lakh doses of vaccines have been exported to 84 countries by India so far. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on our YouTube channel, AIR News, Kohima. Minister of State for Home G. Kishan Reddy today said both Covishield and Covaxin vaccines are effective and appeal to people to take any one of them without hesitation. He visited a vaccination center at a Gandhi hospital in Hyderabad and reviewed the process being followed there. Later, speaking to the media, he said people and government should work together to contain COVID-19. He appealed to the people to come forward in a big way and make vaccination festival a success. Nagaland Department of Land Resources today organized a training on coffee cultivation practices and post-harvest management at Chare village in Gifore. Speaking at a training program, department officials said taking up coffee cultivation has lots of benefit as the crop is suitable in the region and it has also a good market, which is an additional benefit. Assistant Inspector Land Resources Puso Thai urged farmers who are taking up coffee farming not to leave it halfway as it causes loss to both the farmers and the implementing agency. He also assured farmers of any technical support from the department. Farmers attending the training received first-hand knowledge on development of nursery, planting technique, trimming, harvesting process and post-harvest management. In the poll-bound West Bengal, all the necessary preparations have been made for the fourth phase polling of assembly elections tomorrow. The Election Commission has decided to use voter verifiable paper audit trail (VVPAT) along with electronic voting machine (EVM) at every polling station with a view to enhance the transparency and credibility of the election process, as VVPAT allows the voter to verify his vote. In all, 373 candidates, including 50 women, will be vying for the 44 seats in 5 districts during the fourth phase. The state is witnessing 8-phase elections. In view of the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic, the Election Commission has decided to allow maximum 1,000 electors in a polling station instead of earlier stipulation of 1,500 electors. Option of postal ballot facility has been extended to the electors who are COVID-19 positive or suspect as certified by competent authority, along with those marked as persons with disabilities and above the age of 80 years. The second state-level Indigenous Games competition today concluded with a valedictory function held at Indira Gandhi Stadium, Kohima. Speaking at a function as the special guest, Youth Resources and Sports Director Akamla said, Indigenous games and sports were part and parcel of our Naga culture and heritage and has been practiced and enjoyed by all since the time of our forefathers. She encouraged everyone to play and be a part of the Indigenous games, not just for the sake of competition, but to keep oneself healthy and to build a friendship across cultural barriers among the Naga people. The director also expressed happiness to see the overwhelming participation of women folk, including mothers, who actively took part in the competition. The 2-day event saw 209 participants from 11 districts who competed against each other in a number of indigenous games, which included cockfight, stilled bamboo race, greased bamboo pole climbing, and tug of war. And now to enter news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserts that government is committed to enhance growth of northeast and eastern parts of the country. High-powered committee on COVID-19 orders screening of every incoming passenger at Dimapur Airport. National Lok Adalat will be held in all district headquarters in Nagaland tomorrow. And the second state-level Indigenous Games competition concludes at Indira Gandhi Stadium, Kohima. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.